Okay, two things in this quick video. First off, many big thanks to GPU Restock on Twitter for the amazing and superbly helpful information about how to get video cards from Best Buy. So if you don't know, you log on to the Best Buy app, you go to the now in stock in a certain store. Let's see if I can actually just pull it up here. So I'll be backwards for you guys, but the purpose will remain the same. So you will just go onto the Best Buy app. You'll type in graphics card at the very top in like the regular search bar. Graphics card. Go enter, and then you'll select a store that is by your house, and you'll press this little button here, and it'll show you what graphics cards are in store near you. And then the wording is really hard to see there because the contrast is really bad onto my phone, and that's kind of hard for me to tweak. Just know that that's what's going on. Know that that's how I got this card. And something else, if you ever notice while I'm filming on here, if certain things look really weird, NVIDIA green is the same color as green screen. And until I'm able to update my desk space, I have to use the same camera that I use for my face, which is why my face is not currently being recorded as for recording my desk space, which leads to a couple of awkward things. Number one, this. Number two, that I have to reposition my camera between two different bars every time I want to use it. Number three, that whenever we film stuff with green on it, it's going to end up looking like the backdrop of this scene, which is just plain black. Now, if I was a genius, which I don't feel like a genius right now, I'll go on and I'll change the chroma key background to this exact color of chroma, so that way it will just always appear that way. And I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I literally just thought about it as I was typing on here. So, but it also would lead to a weirdness where you also notice in these videos there's a small black bar on the top and bottom. I have a 4K camera, so we're recording in 4K 30 FPS, and that makes it so it doesn't perfectly match 16:9 ratio because the 4K ratio is slightly off, which gives you kind of that cinematic look. So you'd have green bars on top and bottom unless I black those out. So anyway, that's gonna be a project for a different day. Also, this is a project for a different day. We'll open this and then we'll put it into my old computer. So this is a 3060 Ti. My new computer is going to have 3080. Just have to. Stupidly, Best Buy, when you go online and buy things, they like assign a certain number for regions. And like, I could buy the 3080 online, but I couldn't pick it up in any stores near me within 250 miles. So I had to ask my brother if he could go pick it up at the store by him, which it was 5 days late getting there to him because it was stuck in the mail, which for some reason it could be made in Taiwan and shipped to America, but they could only ship it as far as Utah. It couldn't make it all the way to DC. Who knows? I'm not in charge. Woo! Just kidding. Never throw one of these. But we'll open that later. Today's video is all about my case. And I'm just going to pretend like we opened the box. Woo, woo, woo. I've opened it. I'm not putting it back in the box. That seemed dumb after I talked about it to myself and realized, you know what, just putting it back in the box for the purpose of putting it in the box doesn't make a ton of sense. Especially since a crap load of other people have already used this case. Oh my god. You're welcome. Yeah, it doesn't like lay on its side very well. But I got the Be Quiet 802, which is hopefully reflecting my Elgato key lights. Few things. I'm super psyched about this case. I think it has really great layout, a whole bunch of cool features. It's really good design and make. You can tell that it's high quality, all of that jazz. But it didn't come with the feet installed. So that was kind of annoying. And it's just standing up on the side of my desk right now. It doesn't like lay down super well on the feet. So it's kind of whatever. Not a huge deal one way or the other. The tray on the bottom that's under here, you like pull the very front of the case. It looks like a white piece, and then it will slide out. So that was a little bit weird to notice, but it does have kind of like that micro mesh. And the rest of the case is like pure airflow. And then we'll invert the PSU and send the air out the bottom. Now, one of the weird things about an inverted build is that it's weird. But my computer goes on the left side of my desk, and there's not really a way of getting out of that. And I just kind of like the look of an inverted build, and not many people have done it. So I kind of wanted to do something new, something different, push my boundaries a little bit. I've been making computers since I was a little kid in like 3rd grade. So it's like a big nostalgic thing for me, but I hadn't made one since the pandemic started. And the pandemic's been really rough on all of us, but making computers has really helped ground me a little bit, reconnect with my brothers, and reconnect with my childhood a little bit in some fun ways. So I've really enjoyed doing that, but I've never ever done an inverted build. Basically, we're gonna be flipping the entire motherboard tray and moving it over to this side of the case. And one of the best things about this case, by the way, you just like press a little button and the whole side panel just comes off. Just like that. No more work than that is necessary. And then you can see the foam on the far panel that makes it be quiet. I've also removed 2 of these panels up in here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can tell it's open. So there are 2 of these panels that you can put over these. This one just covers like a built-in grate. That's where my PSU will still go in this spot. It'll just be kind of facing the other side for the glass. I'm going to do my radiator in front, and then the fans on the top. More on why later. Just know that that's what's going to happen. And one of the weird things too about an inverted build is you have to think that right now you're looking at the CPU as up here, but it's going to be down here, and the GPU is actually going to be on top. So we're going to be a little weird and pull the air from the case out through the radiator, for which I'm getting a 420 because it fits in here. It's only like 20 more bucks to get a 420 over a 360. For 2 reasons: I wanted the bigger fans for cooler RGB. It was like negligibly more money to get that. 2, because I wanted to do this very different push-pull configuration, and having more radiator size for the new Alder Lake chips, which have a higher max wattage in the event that I choose to seriously overclock, will allow me to cool it down a little bit better while prioritizing the cooling on the GPU through 3 140 millimeter fans on the top and at the rear. So this rear fan will be down on bottom, pulling air across the CPU. But since the CPU will be cooled by an AIO, most of that air will come from on bottom and hit onto the GPU as well as from the top of the case. Mostly from the top of the case, hitting the GPU. And those things are like 3080s are massive. They come like this far into your freaking case nowadays. Should get plenty of cooling. But more on that later. I'm going to be doing a whole video where we will be inverting this case. That's going to be an experience. It's making me tired just thinking about it. It's taking apart a lot of things and putting them all back together again. Such fun. All right, friends. Hope you enjoyed. I certainly had a good time. Until next time,
Good luck out there. Have some fun. Keep on building. Bye for now.